Well, a week after a bloody riot, a South Georgia prison tonight remains on lockdown. But new video continues to surface from that night and from the days following, showing a situation that both guards and inmates say is a powder keg. Ann Schindler has more.
A war zone.
The riot played out live on social media.
Chaos, destruction.
Inmates took control of Ware State Prison Saturday, badly injuring at least 2 guards, including one who remains in the hospital. But even some employees who weren't hurt haven't been able to return.
I haven't been able to sleep. I've been dreaming about it.
Employees say they're feeling anxiety, PTSD, but also a real fear of what they say is a critical staffing shortage.
Since that night, probably around 20 officers have quit since that night. 1 or 2 nights ago, there was only 2 officers on the compound. 2 people versus 1,500. It's just insane.
Tensions in the prison remain high. Since the riot, inmates have posted videos like this one, complaining about lockdown conditions.
Officer! Officer!
The mother of an inmate says the conditions are inhumane, but also risky.
And that puts the workers in danger because of what's going on with the inmates. And it's not fair to either one of them.
Prison officials tell First Coast News staffing is appropriate, but videos from the prison offer a different narrative. Besides the riot, there have been 2 inmate murders and 2 COVID deaths just since June.
It just hasn't been safe. They have been jumping out of their cells. There's rapists, child molesters. I'm afraid I can get snatched up one day.
Ann Schindler, First Coast News, on your side.
Now, the Georgia Department of Corrections tells us that it assigned additional staff to assist with day-to-day operations during the lockdown at that facility. 1 officer has been released from the hospital. One other remains in the hospital for observation.